Okay, good afternoon. Now, I just read some news about the US and its economy and how it's going along. And I just read from this website. You can see right here, if I can just get it up here, US prices have continued to climb. Now, that's not surprising because the US economy is facing right now high levels amount of inflation. I mean, if that's the case, imagine what's going to happen in Canada because we're dependent on the US economy to run our economy. So, and it just tells me right there that wages in the US workers or the US companies that's paying these wages to American workers, their wages have not kept up with high levels amount of inflation that's still plaguing the United States to this day. And I'll just read a glimpse of this. Most items, I would bet, such as cars and food and shelter, like houses, prices have probably gone up, making it harder for most Americans to make ends meet. And that explains why they're taking on 2, 3 jobs just to make ends meet, to keep up with the high level amounts of inflation that has taken place in the country. And it's not surprising to me. It makes me wonder what the government's going to do with regards to healthcare. But I look at this story, okay, and it has some sort of racial component to this. I bet that most black Americans, they're not able to keep up with this high level amount of inflation. So, I mean, you think about it, the unemployment rate among black Americans are a lot higher than white Americans. But you know who's gonna, they're gonna really hurt. And you know what's gonna hurt the most? Black Americans will hurt a lot more with this US inflation than white Americans. Because white Americans, at least they have the income and the jobs to keep up with this disparity. But still, it's not going to dispute the fact that inflation is still going to keep hitting. And it's hit with the automotive sector, and it has hit with the maybe the food retailer. They probably can't buy food, and it's not the cost that's hurting a lot of Black Americans or Americans as a whole. It's the interest rates that keep going up, that keep increasing as time goes by. The interest rates is what really a whole lot of kills a whole lot of the paychecks. Because I mean, now they have to pay the monthly payments. So like say they have a credit card debt, pay the monthly fees. It's the inflation or the interest rates that makes it hard for most Americans to keep up with the prices going up. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what takes place and how they cope. But I would say I would see, and I'm gonna see this. See, I see most Americans toning down on their spending altogether and saving some money. But needs outweigh the wants, or wants outweigh the needs. Most people want to buy things that they don't need. Well, they're going to have to tone down on that wants purchase and focus more on the needs purchases. That's all I have.